Yes, today we are here with the Zontes 703F. We have almost 700 cubic centimeters of displacement. We have 95 horsepower. We have 3 cylinders, and this is actually manufactured and engineered by Zontes. So it's not no other engine taken from like KTM or something like that. No. This is their in-house production, a new 3-cylinder. Pretty nice. A very interesting price here, around 8,000 euro. With 1,000 euro extra, you get all the other goodies. You know, you get the top case, you get the side cases, you get the bars on the side. What else do we get? There was something. Oh, you get the fork lights. All this for 1,000 euro extra. Pretty nice price. 5-year warranty here in Spain. We have 3 or 4 colors. And yeah, let's get to the controls, the display and the storage space. So on the left hand side we have the clutch lever, which is a slipper clutch. It is actually adjustable. It is not hard, not soft, so it's fairly easy to operate. Unfortunately, we have a travel here halfway, nothing happens, and then in the last few millimeters, like with Honda, we have the engagement. I'd like it better when they use actually the full travel of it, but oh well. We also actually have a Quickshifter, but only up. For down, we still have to use the clutch. Then here for your index finger, we have the high beam, low beam passing light. The switch, unfortunately, is a little bit here in the way. And so if you just grab the handlebar here and wear gloves, and maybe, I don't know, move around a little bit with clutch and stuff like that, it's very easy to hit this. And so I was riding actually quite a lot of time with the high beam on here. I think they have to do something about this. Then we have all the other controls here. We have TCS, traction control, on, off. We have the return button, plus, minus. We also have a button here for the electric windscreen. We touch it and we go up or down. I don't know if you can see this. And then we have the buttons here, yeah, up or down or plus minus, and okay, enter. For the display seat, we can open the seat, but underneath there's just like a regular motorcycle. We have a button here for the hazard lights, and also that's another button here, because when you use your thumb and you want to use the turn signal here, it's very easy to hit this button here, and I pressed it quite a few times while riding. We have another button here for the fork lights. They are not included as a standard, but if you want to take them, you have the button there already. And we have the horn here. On the right hand side, we have the throttle. We have the brake lever for the front disc brake. The brake levers leave a very good impression. They feel good. We have these hand guards here, including the turn signal light, which is dynamic. We have the emergency cutoff switch here, starter switch included, mode button for eco and for sport. We have a on-off switch here, and we have a switch here for the heated grips. They are adjustable in 3 positions. So this is the display, and unfortunately because of the reflection and maybe because there's still the foil, the display shield foil, whatever, is still attached. I don't want to take it off because they want to sell the bike, of course, later on. We have the display. I think it's 6.5 inch, pretty nice, pretty big. You can see it quite nicely actually here now with the display in this position. Not so good, but also actually you can use this button down there, and then you can adjust the angle. That's pretty nice. We have the information here for your tires. We have front and rear tire pressure, temperature. Underneath we have the battery voltage. We have the clock up there, RPM counter, and speed in the middle. We have a gear indicator. We have all the indicator lights down there. We have an indication of the mode, E or S for sport. All the other lights there. We can switch these info in the middle down there with these plus minus keys. We have the fuel range. We have the odometer. We have the trip. We have average, and average in liter and in per 100, and when the maintenance is due, that's everything for the display. If you press longer on the OK button, you get into the menu. I don't want to go any deeper into that. We have a few more buttons, but it's still kind of finicky. I don't really like it. But of course, you will get used to it. You know, this is the main settings here. We have the interface. We can switch different modes there. We have information. That means there's a QR code where you can connect it to your phone and mirror your navigation, for example. So you can actually use it for navigation as well. Here we have the video recorder for front and rear camera in full HD. You can see all the recordings here on the screen. Actually, you can replay them whatever you want, and you can use it maybe for your insurance purposes or so. Ride control, actually I didn't check that out. We have quick gear changes, turn on front and rear ABS. Yeah, I think that's about it. Not much in there. And that's basically the display, but I'm sure there are quite a few more goodies waiting for you to be discovered, because you know, it is quite extensive. When it comes to the storage space, of course, it's a motorcycle. We usually don't have any storage space, but on this one here, we have actually something here in this box. We can put something in there. There's a little bit of space, and that's good. Or you can also decide to get an extra fuel tank, and they will put it there instead. I think, I don't know, it's another 5 liters or so. And just for your trip where you want to make sure that you have maybe extra gas. We have a side stand, we have a center stand. We basically have everything. I think we have almost everything, except we don't have IMU, and I don't think we have a heated seat, but everything else is there. So this is the Zontes 703F 2025 model year. Let's take it out for a little spin. Let's go. So in order to turn on this little adventure beast, well, it's not little, it weighs 236 kilos with everything included, pretty heavy. We push the on-off button and hope for the best. Yes, we're booting. Let's boot our motorcycle. And there we go. Everything is in there. All the data, I explained everything to you. And let's turn it on. Let's start it up. Put it into the first gear. And here also we can see, you know, since we set it to automatic recording, there's a little indicator that it's constantly recording. And, you know, in a loop basically, we have 228 gigabytes. We have full HD front and rear camera, and we can actually look at the footage on the screen, or we can download it and maybe to the app or so, and then look at it at home. As you can see, again, I pressed by accident already on the high beam switch here again. Brakes, yeah, rear brake, quite easy to activate the ABS, I just noticed, but that's usually how it is with the rear brake. But front brake, we have 2 discs, pretty nice. Yeah, pretty nice upshift. riding comfort is very good. It seems to be a very, very nice, comfortable seat, and probably made for longer rides. And I hope so, because it has all the genes for a longer ride. It feels very heavy. When you handle it, of course, it's not so positive, I have to admit. But when you're at higher speeds on the highway or so, it handles really like a big bike. It's very straight, you know, it runs really straight. And it feels like it runs on tracks, pretty nice. I have the high beam again here. Yeah, these are the two buttons which you most commonly press by accidents, which is the high beam here. I should do something about this. It's too far to the left here, this button. And we have the hazard light switch, which we press by mistake when we press the regular turn signal light. And the other thing, which is kind of a mixed bag for me, is the throttle acceptance, which is very jerky. Even I'm in eco mode now. It's a little teeny tiny bit better in eco mode. That's why I'm in eco mode now. Sport mode is even worse. You have to be really, really sensitive and careful with your hands. Even that, sometimes it's not possible to kind of control it very, very nicely. But I hope with a software update or something like that they can change it, maybe. I hope so. We have a fairly big fuel tank, 22 liters, and as I said, if you want, you have the option of actually getting the extra fuel tank. And I just noticed something which I don't want to forget to mention. Is that the mirrors, I mean, usually I don't feel any vibration on this 3-cylinder. But unfortunately there seems to be some vibration in the handlebar. So you see, or you don't see very much because they're out of focus, the mirrors. And yeah, that's also something I don't notice on every bike, but I notice it on this one. So I'm sorry to say, but there are some vibrations there, which you can definitely feel here in the mirrors. Or you can get this 95 horsepower version as a reduced version for A2 license. A little bit too fast here. And the other thing is, up to 1,000 kilometers until the first service. It is reduced up to 7,000 RPM, the dealer said. So to save a little bit on the engine. And so it does not have the full power after 1,000 kilometers. It has, but not before. That's just what I wanted to point out. The display is okay. We have a little screen protection on it, so it is actually not too bad to see in the sun. It was a little bit difficult to see in the parking lot there, but here it's not too bad. The windscreen is doing its job basically. It's the highest position here, but on the side, on your shoulders and on your arms, you have a lot of turbulence, and yeah, it takes a bit the pressure off your upper body, but you know, your arms and your shoulders are in the wind. Of course, that's an advantage in the summertime, so you can cool down a little bit. Yeah, that's everything I can tell you for how it rides. The sound also might be a little bit different in your country, wherever you're getting it. I just wanted to point that out and don't say anything else about it. Other than that, yeah, it rides very nicely, very straight. You have a feeling you're sitting on a big bike, which is actually true. You know, 236 kilos, pretty big. It leaves a very big impression when you sit on it. And yeah, all in all, very, very nice, and I can highly recommend it to you. Adventure bike here. If you get the extra pack with a side case or with a top box, with a side protection, then you're all set for your adventures, I think. Anyways, I think that's all I can tell you about this very nice Zontes 703F 2025 model year, 3 cylinders. Thanks very much for watching. This is BenalRida out. Take care. Bye-bye.